Welcome back to Pets Aplenty. Have you ever seen a walking mop that could herd sheep better than most humans can herd their thoughts? Meet the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, also known as the PON, short for Polski Autorechny. Stick around because this one's got a mix of brains, fluff, and just the right amount of stubbornness to keep life interesting.
History.
The Polish Lowland Sheepdog hails from, yep, you guessed it, Poland, specifically from the lowland plains, where shepherds needed a reliable, rugged, and intelligent dog to manage flocks. Their origins trace back to around the 13th century, making them one of Europe's older herding breeds. They likely descended from Asian herding dogs brought to Central Europe by nomadic tribes, possibly related to the Tibetan Terrier and the Puli. These dogs were not just fluffy ornaments, they were essential farmhands. Their job was to herd and guard sheep, often working independently over vast open fields. Farmers valued their incredible memory and problem-solving ability, traits that still shine in the modern PON. During World War II, the breed nearly vanished, but thanks to the dedicated efforts of Dr. Duta Hinovich, who rebuilt the breed from just a few surviving dogs in the 1950s, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog lives on today as a proud national treasure.
Appearance.
Imagine a walking rug with eyes. If that rug was built like a tank, that's the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. Medium-sized, sturdy, and compact, they typically stand about 17 to 20 inches tall and weigh between 35 to 55 pounds. Their hallmark feature is their long, shaggy double coat that can come in various colors: gray, white, beige, or even tricolored mixes. And yes, that hair often covers their eyes completely. But don't be fooled. Under that curtain of fur, they can see perfectly fine. In fact, they rely heavily on their keen sense of hearing and memory. Farmers used to say that their PONs could remember every sheep in a flock, even if one went missing a day later. That's not just intelligence, that's photographic memory with fur.
Temperament.
Here's where the fun begins. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog is a lively, confident, and clever companion. But make no mistake, they have opinions. Lots of them. These dogs were bred to think independently, so sometimes they'll look at your command, tilt their head, and decide whether it's worth their time. Think of them as the dog equivalent of a talented artist. Brilliant, creative, and occasionally moody. They're deeply loyal to their family and can be protective when the situation calls for it. They make fantastic watchdogs, not because they're aggressive, but because they're observant and always on alert. They'll bark to warn you of strangers, suspicious squirrels, or that mysterious sound of the fridge opening at midnight. Despite their independence, PONs are affectionate and thrive on human companionship. They love being involved in family activities and can get jealous if they feel left out. So, if you're watching a movie, expect your PON to jump on the couch like it's their turn to pick the film.
Socialization.
Socialization is crucial for this breed. Because of their herding background, they can sometimes be wary of strangers or overly bossy with other animals. The earlier you introduce them to different people, pets, and environments, the better. A well-socialized Polish Lowland Sheepdog is confident, friendly, and playful, but one that's been left to its own devices might turn into a furry control freak. They love to herd, and if you don't have sheep, they might try to herd your kids, your cats, or even your Roomba. So a little exposure and positive training early on can help channel that instinct into something more productive.
Grooming.
Now, let's talk about the fur, because wow, there's a lot of it. Grooming a Polish Lowland Sheepdog is not for the faint of heart. That long, dense double coat needs regular brushing, at least 2 to 3 times a week, to prevent mats and tangles. If you skip a few days, you might find yourself dealing with what looks like a new species of tumbleweed rolling across your floor. Bathing doesn't need to be frequent unless they've been playing in the mud, which they will, because they love outdoor adventures. Many owners choose to trim the coat slightly to make maintenance easier, but purists often prefer to keep the full coat, especially for show dogs. One fun fact, their coat is weather resistant, so despite the fluff, they handle cold and wet climates surprisingly well. If you're enjoying learning about this fluffy genius, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Pets Aplenty for more funny and fascinating dog stories every week. And hey, if you've ever tried brushing a dog like this, you deserve a medal.
Exercise.
Despite their fluffy, laid-back appearance, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog is no couch potato. They need daily exercise to stay healthy and happy. About an hour of walking, running, or playtime each day. They're not just herders, they're thinkers, so mental stimulation is just as important. Puzzle toys, scent games, and obedience challenges are great ways to keep them entertained. A bored PON can become mischievous, using its intelligence to find new projects, like redecorating your couch or rearranging your shoes into a new pattern only they understand.
Training.
Training a Polish Lowland Sheepdog is both rewarding and, well, an exercise in patience. They're smart, sometimes too smart, and they'll quickly figure out whether you mean what you say. Consistency, positive reinforcement, and variety are key. They respond well to praise and treats, but will shut down if training becomes repetitive or harsh. Keep sessions short, engaging, and fun. They excel in obedience, herding trials, and even agility when properly motivated. Just remember, with a PON, you're not the boss, you're the project manager.
Nutrition.
When it comes to food, PONs are not particularly picky, but their diet should support their energy and coat health. High-quality dog food, rich in protein and omega-3 fatty acids, will keep their fur glossy and their muscles strong. Fresh vegetables, lean meats, and a balance of nutrients are ideal. Always ensure access to fresh water, and if you're feeding treats during training, count those calories. They add up fast when you're dealing with a medium-sized fluff ball.
Health.
The Polish Lowland Sheepdog is generally a healthy breed with a lifespan of around 12 to 15 years. Still, like all breeds, they can be prone to certain hereditary conditions. Common concerns include hip dysplasia, progressive retinal atrophy, and hypothyroidism. Regular vet checkups, a balanced diet, and proper exercise can go a long way toward keeping them healthy. Their eyes should be checked regularly, especially since their hair can obscure vision or trap debris. With good care, these dogs can live long, happy lives, bringing laughter, fluff, and a bit of controlled chaos to any household. So, should you get a Polish Lowland Sheepdog? They're great for active families who don't mind a bit of extra grooming and can keep up with a dog that's equal parts brain and beauty. They'll make you laugh, test your patience, and keep your heart full, all while keeping your home a little fuzzier than you planned. Thanks for watching Pets Aplenty. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating furry friends. And let us know in the comments, what dog breed should we feature next? Or do you already have a Polish Lowland Sheepdog of your own? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep your brushes ready and your hearts open, because with a Polish Lowland Sheepdog, life's always a little fluffier.